Damn, I forgot what it was. Oh, shit.
Today, from TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida, it's Week 6 of the NFL on EA Sports. The Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Detroit Lions.
The calendar may say autumn, but temperatures are still pretty sweltering here in North Florida. But the good news, the radar is clear. Still, hydration will be key today at TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with the Detroit Lions. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Jaguar team. They're off to a terrific start, unbeaten at 5-0 through the first month and change.
And you can hang a lot of this early success on their defense, too. They're the tone setters for these guys, and the entire team feeds off of what they do.
Meanwhile, for the Lions here, it's been all systems go in this first month. They're off to a 4-0 start.
And it's got folks believing that this is a team that's built to go all the way. You can't win the Super Bowl in September, but they're telling everyone that they're going to be there in the end.
So here's the first drive now for the Jags.
Their own 28-yard line.
And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general.
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the one being the victor.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line there. But wasn't it funny at practice? He threw one when we were watching, threw an interception, and the defense got on him a little bit, good-naturedly. But they're letting him know, you got to cut down those interceptions. We can't bail you out all the time.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. But as you said, they got the win in that effort last week. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Jaguars.
He'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
The tackle by
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
That's good for a Jaguars.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Jaguars. Daniel Westbrook, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jags have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned to get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it was it just a play call they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Excuse me.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game. It's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run.
Stafford on first down. And a quick throw here then. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
A gain of 13 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play call, you go through all your stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Give them 40 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
6-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a game considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Gonna give this time to Ted. And they'll get him down here about the 5-yard line. They're going to get another pick up there. That's going to leave them with a 4th down.
At the 5-yard line. A gain of a yard. It's now 4th down.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's going to take it in for a Ryan touchdown. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Extra point good by Prater, and we are tied at 7.
Matt Prater to kick off for Detroit.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball. I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Your 2nd. All tied after 1.
7.
come up now on 2nd and a yard. On play action, they'll throw. And connecting here with DJ Shark. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Shark, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown.
On the return, the Lions take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
Now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Now a handoff here to his running back. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. His first carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their 1st drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line.
Number 20.
Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
3rd down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have the Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. And he'll give it here to his running back. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
Again, the ball carrier.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
And 5 at the Jaguars' 42-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Stafford. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it up. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
13 yards.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson down to the 25.
Johnson, the Lions ball carrier.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now the rookie 2nd rounder from Georgia, DeAndre Swift. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. He covered a lot of ground, great blocking, and now they can sniff that end zone.
They certainly can, and because of that run, maybe you come back and fake it to him on this play and throw a little play action. Someone should break wide open.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter, 14-7. And we'll remind you to coming up at halftime. We'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They'll try the air now with Stafford. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown.
Touchdown
from 4 yards out. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. A diving catch for the score. He laid out. That was special.
And you know the first thing they're going to check, right? Did he complete the process of the catch? All the way through, all the way to the ground. Ball doesn't hit the ground without control in his hands. All of that, yes. Check the box. Touchdown.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Look at DJ Chark as he and the rest of the offense head back out. He's well on his way to a 1,000-yard season, maybe on pace to just tear past that, Charles. Defensively, they need to pay a little bit more attention to him.
Yeah, I think so, because remember, throwing the football, that can shred a defense quicker than anything else, because as soon as the catch is made, he still has the ability to, yards after catch, get downfield, gain even more, score touchdowns, all of that. This is going to be a lot of fun to watch as this progresses, to see how they defend it and how he changes up his game in order to try and keep getting open.
It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And Conley's got it over the middle. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That is caught inside the 5. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. They'll try to run this one in, and he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars have moved out in front. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20.
22-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Going to give this time to the tailback. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. Touchdown, Detroit.
Touchdown.
A big play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far. Fun to watch.
For Detroit.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and then bring the football out to the 25. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third.
9-yard line.
So thanks to the late touchdown. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it.
Josh Lambo to kick off.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 19.
The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
23-yard line.
Now a handoff looking right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a 1st down.
It's a gain
Well,
of
that
10.
certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Clock keeps moving.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
1st down, Lions.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football. Caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
Number 30.
And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They run out of the play with Swift. And he's going to be met out of the line of scrimmage and taken down. The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense. Linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that. And that really chips away at your confidence.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Stafford's pass complete to number 8.
That was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes they think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
To number 20.
A great effort there. With his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Lions have broken our tie as they take the lead.
Matt Prater lining up for the point after.
It seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
For Detroit.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Now this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Jamie Collins.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. Takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Intended for Tyler.
So a failure to connect on 2nd down. That leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
8 yards to go.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. There's Matt Bosher now. Surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Taking it about the 16. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense set to take over. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. And they give this time to the tailback. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time.
Tackle made by Miles.
A gain of 3, second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 43-yard line.
Out of the gun, Stafford. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there, first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. To throw is Stafford. Screen play, Johnson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They go back to the ground, this time Swift. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move.
Touchdown on the season, and the Lions add on to their lead.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats, but what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down, he's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
And that's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And they'll just take a seat in the drive when we get at the 25-yard line. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
Good catch there by Tyler Eifert. Jacksonville, who needed help at the tight end position, signed him to do exactly that. Spent his first 7 years in Cincinnati. A terrific red zone threat.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up fourth down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Defensively here, you've got the cushion for back-to-back big pass plays there. Bend but don't break them. Are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down their throat.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And this one into the hands of DJ.
This nigga throwing the ball fast as fuck.
He's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Now we're at a first down pickup of 8. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
Get this shit over with.
Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Josh probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on.
Man, I played that 2K shit last night, man. I almost came back on the nigga when nigga had me down like 35 points, man. Came back and lost by 5, but I know what I gotta do now, though. Gotta make some adjustments and shit.
The Lions, and that might just about seal the deal. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Coaches tell us that when you score on special teams, getting tight to see that time to win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They'll give it here to the quarterback. And inside the 40 to the 39. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout out as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Remaining in the fourth quarter.
Hey, she trying to stab herself? That bitch dumb. That bitch said, I ain't going to jail for nobody. I'ma kill myself. Fuck that. Bitch, you better start singing like a bird. She took the pen and put it to her fucking neck.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. There's the first throw down for Chase Daniel. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he went nowhere. Looping backwards. Back to the 33. That screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop.
Deck the halls with boughs of holly. La 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 la. We about to kick y'all asses. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. And I'm going undefeated in the Legend League. Y'all can kiss my ass. 6-0, y'all bitch ass niggas. You feel me?
So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages,
and we're kicking an onside kick. Fuck out of here. Let that time start ticking away. Oh yeah, go get it. Picked off.
Next week as they head to Atlanta to take on the Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they taste defeat for the first time this season as they drop to 5-1. And now they'll head to the bye week as he'll be back in action.
Hello. Yes, I'm gonna be late. I know I'm gonna end up being late. Because I lost the job I was at and I'm going to Farrell. I start Farrell on the 13th. So I am not worried about no late fee. I just pay it when I get in there and get it. I don't know. I don't start till the 13th. That's why I answered the last few days because I was in class. I was in orientation. I should have my first check from them by then because I start on the 13th on that Tuesday, so I should have my first check by then. If not, it'll be at the end of the month. But I'm gonna pay what I owe this month with the late fee and next month to go ahead and get ahead. So okay, I do. Okay, yeah, okay. Well, I'll pay both of them. So because I'm gonna be paying late on my rent too. A speeding ticket. My speeding they looking at a speeding ticket from 2019 that comes off next year. So I'm not tripping. So, but I like I said I was in class. Every time you called me last week, I was in orientation. So but I'm good now. We out of class. So. But yeah, you can update off my information too. I don't know who my supervisor gonna be yet because I'll be on third shift, but I'll be at Farrell. Okay then. All right.